this is Liz doing her homework, knowing that Matt's going to jump off the chair, and giving us a nice staple.
That's right.
That's what she did.
Thanks for caring, Liz.
Thanks for caring, Liz.
Love you. That's DJ Liz on the ones and twos, also on the chairs.
On the ones and twos.
Handling it. On the ones and twos of the keyboard of the computer. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah. I love your DJ lingo. Where did Richard go?
Billy stole my water.
Remember when Rich was here?
Wait, we gotta replay the song, man. It takes two to make a thing go right.
Billy gets really, so Billy has a piece of tape up here, and he said that he wrote no drinks, like a big jerk. He wrote no drinks. And so I took the no off, and now it just says drinks with a bunch of exclamation points. And I put my drink there, and it just makes him mad.
As you do.
And then one time he put another no on there. And I turned it around and made it say on drinks. And now it's just back to saying drinks. And then he just got a real penis bonnet and took my bottle of water off stage. I'll take a picture and send it out so you guys will believe me. But hey guys, I guess we should we?
In case you guys were wondering, that's the conversations and the things we deal with at a convention.
Billy.
This is our humor and our backstage action.
I'm sure a drink is in the front.
Las Vegas, how's it going today? Well, Rob and I are happy to be here, and Rich is happy to be fucking with that thing back there.
Hey, how was, Matthew, how was karaoke last night?
Karaoke was great. Yeah, Christian Keys and Lisa Berry were there, serenading all night, singing and dancing. It was a good time. Good song choices last night. I applaud you guys, Las Vegas. Yeah, that's it. So now we have a Saturday ahead of us, and who knows what it'll bring.
When we got in this morning for soundcheck, the Moose Knuckle Corridor was still set up.
Sorry, you're welcome.
And I was really impressed with what the Moose Knuckle Corridor has become.
How big was the gap? Was it?
It was a big gap, and it was, you have the like rope.
Yeah.
Really nice, rope along the outside. I mean, I remember at the conception of the Moose Knuckle Corridor, it was just, just like give us a little space.
Well, what does? That was because an actor from another show
that's right.
drank too much and fell on people.
That's right.
We're not allowed to say the name of the show. We're not saying it, so we just have to call it Flampire Smiries. Somebody from Flampire Smiries fell on people, so they had to create this space between the stage and the fans, and what it basically did was give everybody a solid view of Matt's crotch.
Which is why it became the Moose Knuckle Corridor.
And because Matt was wearing a unitard the first time it came out, and it left nothing but imagination.
But they still imagined it anyway.
But, I mean, dude, you don't have a street named after you. I mean, like, Matt's got his own pathway.
Moose Knuckle Corridor Avenue?
I have my own.
I'm just saying, he's got his own thing named after him. Like, you and I will leave this world. There's not like the Robert A. microphone or anything like that. It'll always be the Moose Knuckle Corridor, and it'll always be your thing.
I'm glad you recognize it, because they say you die twice, the day you're buried, and then the day the person says your name for the last time. And my name will live on forever. Matt Cohen's Moose Knuckle Corridor. I'll never die, Rich. Thanks for that.
If you think about it, Moose Knuckle Corridor and Matt Cohen have the same initials. It's kind of great.
Moose Knuckle Corridor, yeah.
From now on, I want to be referred to as Moosey Corridor.
Well, and I've seen your autograph. Your autograph's kind of like a big MC, so like you might be signing everything Moose Knuckle Corridor and have been for years.
There it is, Moose Knuckle Corridor for life.
Just in case you thought we were going to make this panel inappropriate. All right, let's get some questions going, shall we?
Hi, babes. How are you?
Fantastic.
My question is, a year ago, actually at Vegas, I had asked Rich about the album because Jason had announced it, and now you're finally getting a chance to record it. So I just want to know, how's that going? And I also remember at the panel, Rob saying something about wanting to contribute a song or being on the album, so that's gonna happen.
This going to the steel trap memory, by the way. So the update is we did start, Jason being the driver of all these things. We are indeed working on the record. We started doing some recording a couple weeks ago. He lives in Virginia and I'm in LA, and we both travel a lot for work, so it takes a little bit of coordination to get us in the same space at the same time. But we started out doing some recording a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago. We have another session set up to do here at the end of April, and Rob is singing on a song. What we're doing?
I asked if I could write a song, and he's like, nah, sorry, man, it's a tight list.
I said that. What did I say?
Tight list.
Tight list.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. Are you writing a song?
I mean, I am writing a song.
Well, there you go. See that it's been such a patched together process because of everybody's work schedules. And
Yeah.
then Rob actually, when I said, "Yeah, this is the song you're doing," he's like, "Oh, I'm doing a song." like,
Totally, because the great thing about Jason Manns is that he gets all of this done. But the thing about Jason Manns is he gets it all done at the Jason Manns pace. So when it's just like, oh, I didn't tell you you sing on the album.
No,
what are you doing on Thursday? Like that's really the way he gets these things done. So I hadn't even heard anything about what you were singing or doing. And him and I were having a drink the other day, and he was like, well, I'm going to do this song. I was like, oh, cool. Who's doing the other part? He's like, well, you. I was like, oh, I'm on the album? Oh, great, okay. Good to know. He's like, Jason didn't know. Jason didn't. Jason's just going to be like, are you free tomorrow, Bobby?
Want to grab a cup of coffee? Yeah, come on over and sing it to him. When Jason writes his biography, or somebody writes a biography, you got to call it "Moving at the Speed of Mosey." It's Jason Mann's story.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'd love to, if I can get the song done in time, then that will be on there too. So.
But thank you for asking.
No problem. And just real quick, Matt, is there any song that you would like to hear Rich do that maybe could be on the album?
I can't imagine he doesn't have several. He loves my singing voice.
He's always singing.
There's none. No.
We'll be flying together, and he'll be getting ready to go to put his sunshades on, or shades on, and pop a bunch of drugs so he can knock himself out. A real pill to fly with, by the way. It's a real, used to be fun in our youth. I mean, he barely gets in the seat before he's out like a light.
Hey, brother, you're no walk in the park yourself.
I know,
that's the problem.
I'm annoying for the same reasons why I've always been annoying.
I know.
Matt has changed his game. So, you know what I'm saying? I deliver what is expected of me.
I know, but I'm saying, please, dear God, fall asleep.
I can't. I get so mad at Matt that I get a surge of adrenaline.
Even when I try to stay awake for Rich, I can't do it. I'm like, look, Rich, I downloaded 5 movies. I'm gonna stay awake, gonna drink a cup of coffee. I set up the whole thing, right? There's a computer, check it out, Rich, have you seen this? Let's talk about directing, this is cool, right? I put it on, I press play, he presses play in his movie, and I go. I cannot stay awake, it's impossible. Now, an airplane, a thing that I used to fear is now it's the best place on earth for me. Once you have a kid, and then you get on an airplane, you're like, solitude.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, Rob. You're saying we have a lot of flights together, the 3 of us coming up. Let's stay awake and keep Matt awake.
No.
I hear you. No, I hear you. And that's the new challenge. Operation Keep Matt Awake.
You guys go to Australia twice a year, so you have these long flights together.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'm doing it with you this year.
You know what though? If I fly home from Australia, Matt's not on that plane.
You know?
It's just you and me.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you sure about?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, he's on a different plane.
On the way back.
On the way back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that?
That's right.
That's pretty great.
Well, here's the thing. I was gonna get on the same flight as Rich, and I thought, the hell would I do that for?
This is me flying with Rich. He's me, I'm Rich.
What are you watching?
Documentary.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's great.
Cool. This is what I'm watching.
Cool.
You feel that? Turbulence. It moves my earphones. Nothing bugs me more. My earphones. Get off the earphones.
My favorite thing is I move his earphones, and then I put it back. I make sure to aim for the eye.
He does.
That's so great.
You know, we've been working a long time together when it just becomes like airplane story comedy. Like, it's like we could write a book about the shit that happens on airplanes.
And I do that, and it'd be like if if your very expensive headphones broke, I would replace them because I need to be able to do that thing. If you're supposed to in-ear headphones, that don't work for me. You know what I mean?
Note to self. Switch to
in-ear.
headphones.
All right, thank you for your question. I don't think we came close to answering it. All right, you.
Hello.
Hi.
What would be your ideal role if you haven't played it already that you could retire happy with?
Say the whole thing again.
Ideal role that you haven't played already.
Zookeeper. Robbie?
Well, I'm way too old for this now, but I never got a chance to play Hamlet, and I would love to have been able to play Hamlet. So maybe they'll do a a late 40s version of Hamlet, where he's still mad at Pops, which still works for me. That could be me. But yeah, that'd be it for me.
Matter?
I like to do just some kind of musical thingy, like The Greatest Showman type of.
Oh, that's good movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's obviously not really in my wheelhouse. I'm not the best singer, but I think if I got to work with some professionals and a great voiceover guy, and, a choreographer, I would enjoy it. I watch that movie and like I drool at watching, Efron and the Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
You're a huge Hugh Jackman fan.
I'm a huge Hugh Jackman fan. I hope to be up for the reboot when Wolverine comes around one day. But a musical dancing, tapping, swinging, any kind of just performance piece would be my dream thing.
I also feel like I'm destined to play some kind of gangster, or like the assistant to the gangster. Yeah, you tell him, boss. I'm destined to play. I will play him.
You think?
Like in a Scorsese movie. Yeah, you tell him, boss. Yeah. Don't you mess with my guy. That's my boss. Right?
I feel like you could definitely do like a Joe Pesci Lethal Weapon, like okay. Like that, one of those.
Let's get the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Let's get the drive-thru.
I'll like to do a sitcom with you, Robbie, where we just play over-the-top Jewish brothers.
Yeah.
We're laughing, but wouldn't it be funny if Martin Scorsese's watching the live stream and he's like, "Dear God, that's my guy."
Marty, that's my guy.
Marty.
In spite of your clear no all over your face, like no, you're not gonna. No, you can't.
I didn't say no. I didn't say no.
I'm not in it.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
All right, yo.
Hi guys. My question is for, I love Loud and Swain, but can you tell the newbies all about Elastic Waistband? Because I don't think they know the history of Vegas Con and Elastic Waistband.
Some of them do.
Well, when Richard was first asked to host, 4 years ago?
Oh God, no. It had to be longer than that. 6 years ago?
We've been doing this a long time.
This is the 7th, says the woman that's been here.
Okay, so 6 years ago.
Not long ago. Yeah, man.
6 years ago, Richard, they came. We'd been doing the cons for a while, but they came to Rich and they said we wanted to host the whole weekend. And he said, "Well, I'll do it if you bring Rob's band on as the house band, and we'll do it like a talk show." We actually all stayed on stage for everybody that weekend too. Well, we were like, since we're Loud and Swain, we don't do covers really. We'll do but since we were also going to do a Loud and Swain concert. I think we did a concert on Thursday night. And so we said, so during the day we'll be our alter ego band.
And I'd had this fake band name that I used in high school. I had a couple of go-to fake band names that I used in high school. And so I laid them out for the boys. I'm like, here are the choices.
What was the other one?
It was Hank Plank and the 2x4s. Phil Dill and the Pickles. Or the Elastic Waistband.
And we really went for the Elastic Waistband.
I also threw out a sort of underground favorite of mine from high school, the Foreskins, but they didn't go for that.
We didn't really fit the audience.
That didn't roll over well. So we thank you.
Despite the fact that we've been talking about dildos since Thursday morning.
I thought it was appropriate if you're going to do covers,
That's
with Foreskins.
Yeah.
Boo!
Guys, keeping the focus on the question at hand. So yeah, then we went out and bought.
You picked the Elastic Waistband. That was the
Yeah, we
thing.
picked Elastic Waistband. We went out and bought the costumes that made us look like a 70s disco band, had wigs and everything, and then we made names for ourselves. I was Tango, no last name, just Tango, and I had a headband. And Billy was Johnny.
Sweet Johnny High Pockets.
Sweet Johnny High Pockets. And Borja was Sir Richard Furlong, and he had a British accent that was not quite British.
I never figured out why he was knighted. I would never could figure out.
And then Steve was Hot Carl with a K.
Yeah.
Hot Carl, and we played as the Elastic Waistband, and people didn't know who we were. There was
By the way, with the bragging rights being, we introduced you as Las Vegas's 4th best lounge act 3 years ago. the winner of Las Vegas' fourth best lounge act 3 years ago.
Sometimes we say, out of 3 entries, they scored 4th in the Battle of the Bands. We did that for a while. We were the Elastic Waistband. We took pictures as the Elastic Waistband. We had T-shirts set up. We had a Twitter.
I'm telling you, man, there's some great moments that I've been a part of. That's a key great moment. And Robbie and I have an office, and we recently kind of redecorated it. And we're going through all the photos that Chris has taken over the years, and we found one of the original.
With him as our manager.
Yeah, me, clean cut, wearing a suit, and you guys as the Elastic Waistband. That
uber cheesy.
That made the wall. Yeah, that was great.
But then we slowly started losing the costumes. Really kind of trying to transition back into Loud and Swain. And then one time we were really not really dressed up anymore, and Jared and Jensen came out for the panel, and Jared was like, "Hey guys, give it up for the Elastic Waistband." And we're like, it's not really. We really want to be.
And then at that point,
yeah. So we were like, let's. So then, unfortunately, Elastic Waistband was lost on a transcontinental flight that never.
But one of my favorite things that the band did that was to say it underperformed is an overstatement. But in DC. First year, the boys had the idea of like, hey, let's dress as our founding fathers. And we will enter the auditorium, coming down the center aisle, start the con.
Playing stars at
Start is there. Somebody's carrying Old Glory, Norton's playing a snare, and Borjas's playing a fife. And they literally came down like it was 1776, right down the Continental Congress.
I had a white wig on.
Well, they all had white wigs, they had buckles on their shoes, they were wearing the knee thing of the White Sox. All 4 of those dudes came down. And Billy had shaved his mustache and he was Abe Lincoln. So it was fantastic. They came down, I'm waiting in the wings for the start. They came down and whistle right to the middle of the crowd, get on stage, take care of their instruments, and just
crickets.
Fucking nothing.
No one knew who the
Liar.
And they're like, you can hear people coughing, someone eating an apple.
I know it makes their story better, but
No one knew who we were.
And they get up there and like, yeah, we're welcome to Washington. It was the biggest wad of nothing. And I thought it was genius. In the side, I was like, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen. It was fantastic. And they did nothing, no love. And then, in keeping with shitting the bed, we decided, well, that didn't work. Let's try something else that won't work.
No, and this was
the
hilarious.
next day, we reenacted the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. We had Billy come out, and he goes, in the middle of the break, like saying before a panel, I think it was before Mises' panel, he comes out and was like, people enjoy it. You can't get Billy to read dialogue. This is a big deal. You know, Billy walked out and said, people enjoying a show. I like the theater. I think I'll just sit down and watch. And he sat, and we let it sit there for an uncomfortably long time. And then somebody made a gunshot sound off stage, and he collapsed on the floor like, oh my God, they shot Lincoln. And Misha came and dragged his body off. Nothing. The bit died faster
lies.
than Lincoln.
We were there.
It was so rock solid. There we were in the nation's capital. Oh man.
So funny.
It was great.
We've come a long way.
If you went to if anybody, because some people may have seen Elastic Waistband, but only one small group of people ever saw the founding fathers. That part. And that was a special group. And that was I was glad you were there. I was glad to have seen that one.
I think that's when we started writing Kings of Cock. It was like, because I'm dressed like Tango in one scene of.
Yeah, if you've never seen Elastic Waistband, but you've seen Kings of Con,
Wearing a
Rob's
blue
wearing
tuxedo.
his outfit. All right, I guess I didn't
laughed my ass off at that
yeah.
It's like no one else gets it.
My question is, what's next that you want to cross off your bucket list?
Bucket list.
Bucket list cross off. But you know, I could jump out of a plane.
Sorry.
With a.
If I was sitting next to you,
parachute.
messing with your earphones,
With a parachute, yeah. Next time I fly with him, I might jump out of the plane. No, with a parachute, I might do that. I might do it.
I can do that.
Or my second thing.
Both of you need to shut up. Don't do it. It's a terrible thing. I did it, and I'll never even think about doing it again.
Really?
Are you kidding me? Do you think about the concept of what you're saying? Jump from the sky
I've
from a
never seen
plane
this mad.
with a man attached to your back in control of your life.
What does he look like?
Ah, this is great. right? Like,
What's wearing?
it's a horrible idea.
Is he hot?
He was hot. He's very, very attractive. He was very attractive. And so attractive and in such good shape and in such close proximity, I could feel the ripple of his abs on my back, and that's not all.
You just lost me. You had me the nose.
Here, let me sell it for you, right? So you get to the airport, and upon arriving at the airport, they give you a jumpsuit. You're like, wow, cool jumpsuit, cool goggles, cool helmet. Oh, here's your living will. Will you sign this before you get on the plane? They give you a living will
Okay.
to sign off.
Sure.
And then you're like, oh, all right, you know, whatever. It's just normal, right? It's super safe. You're like, yeah, it's super safe. I've never had anything go wrong. And you're like, well, I guess nothing will ever go wrong jumping out of a plane. You go out to the runway, and you see the airplane, and you're like, this? Where do I'll sit right here, and then you then crouch down, and then the other 8 people in the 3-person plane then spoon you. You get one in the front, and you get one in the back.
Happy birthday, Robbie.
I'm in. You had me a spoon.
He's the
They
lucky
close
Pierre.
the plastic clear door on the side of the airplane. That's like, you know, a piece of like plexiglass, like a 1/4-inch thick. And then they take off in your 6-passenger, 4-passenger Cessna that every gust of wind feels like your plane is on the inside of a tornado. It's like, here we go, and they lift off, and the first gust of wind, which is like, the whole plane goes, the propellers going, and you're like, all right, it's normal. And you get up there, and then they whip open that door. They whip open that door, and you look out, and all you see is clouds below you, and you go, shit, I'm above the clouds right now. Get up to the thing, and they go, 3! And throw you out. Because they never finish the countdown because too many people get scared. So they go 3, and they push you out. And until you hit what's called terminal velocity, you feel like you're on a never-ending drop of a roller coaster, right? When your stomach goes, so that lasts like 30 seconds, and you're like, is it gonna stop soon? Like, and then all of a sudden you hit this thing, and then you're like,
Rich's face.
you don't feel like you're falling anymore. You then feel like you're part of the air, like you're just here. Cool. You're floating.
All right.
And then
Wait,
you know, they
is that a banana in your pocket is still behind you, right?
Oh yes. Real close, right here. He's picking his head right over here.
Hey, you.
He keeps grabbing your arm, making you check
For
your alt
thoughts.
test.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, this is great now. Okay, I'm gonna wrap my head around it, stop sweating, I don't feel like I'm gonna vomit, I'm flying, this is an experience, life-changing moment. And they pull the chute. They pull the chute, and then everything in here, the straps go around your leg, and they go around your waist, over your shoulders, and then they pull the chute, and that chute opens, and everything in here for the next 4 weeks is the most sore it's ever been in your life. Like you were riding a horse that was made of rocks for 100,000 miles over mountains. It's the worst experience. And then you're like, oh God, ah! And then you realize for the next 7,500 feet or so, you're just hanging on Uncle Bobby back here. And
It's not going, Uncle.
and then, you know, he's doing this.
Family friend.
He does the steering, and he's like, grabs your arms, and just grab the pulley steering things and lets you do it. But as a joke, they do this often, they let go of one of them, and you immediately go, puts you in a spin, and they go, oh, I'm just kidding, and then they straighten you out, and at that point you pale out, and you feel like you're gonna vomit, and you're just praying to get on the ground. When I landed on the ground, he goes, lift up your legs. There's nothing in a more demasculinating ever. He goes, you're attached to him, he's coming in with the thing, right? You're coming in like 30 miles an hour, and he's like, lift up your legs. And so he's running, and you're sitting on the front of him like this. And he's holding you like a baby Bjorn on the thing, and you're running, and you're paled out, and you're sweating, and as soon as he goes like this, and he sits you down, he lays you down on the floor, he unhooks you, I got up, and I was like, what's the... I broke down in rabid tears I have no idea what would happen. I didn't know I was crying because I was alive, or because I was just mounted by Uncle Bobby, I don't know what it was. And then they go, most people like to do it again right after their first time, and I went, I'm gonna get in the car, I'll see ya.
So,
Worst experience ever.
to sum up, skydiving. thank you for your question. Matt Cohen, everybody. That was something.
Maybe I'll just get a tattoo.
Seriously, I feel a little sick thinking about it right now.
I've never heard you that. That's a great story, though. Yo.
Hi, Matt. Hi, Rob. Hi,
Hi.
Dick.
Hi.
My question is for Rob, but I want to say to Matt,
Thank
we
you.
miss you so much on Supernatural, and now we're going to miss you so much on General Hospital.
Well, guess what? You'll see me other places.
I know.
I promise.
And we're glad. We're so happy. Anyway, Richard, we love you too.
Ditto.
Anyway, Rob,
Is that just a ghost
your
reference?
songs mean so much to me. They have lots of special meaning. Their words are amazing. You're the bestest poet. And
Thank you so much.
I wanted to know what if you remember your first song and if you ever recorded it.
I do, and I did. It was called Under the Willow Tree. I was a big fan of U2's Joshua Tree, so it was right in the spirit of that, including the name Tree in the song. It's called Under the Willow Tree, and I did record it. I wrote it when I was a freshman in high school. And yeah, I recorded it, and we were really excited with the way it came out. Me and my buddy recorded it. We passed it around, really excited with how it sounds. I got it somewhere. It's with my cassette tape collection, because it's a cassette tape. And we just did it, with, he had a drum machine, and we had a bass guitar and a guitar, and we put these effects in the guitar, so it really did sound like The Edge from U2. And yeah, it's called Under Willow Tree, and my voice sounds like I'm 4. But I'll see if I can find it, because it would be fun to unearth that. And then before that, my first poem I ever wrote was when my mom had a garage sale and sold my baseball card collection without checking with me, and that was tough. That was tough.
Ow!
Yeah.
Cut deep, Mom!
Yeah.
She got 50 cents.
Yeah. No, it was a really good collection. Like, it would have been worth so much money today. So then I wrote a poem about like losing things, but that's okay. They're just you can't take it with you anyway. At the end of the day, right? They're just baseball cards. So that was what it was all about.
I just think like, hey, Benedict, what rhymes with screw you, Mom?
Yeah, my brother's name's Matt. Yeah, totally, without a doubt. Anyway, but yeah, thanks for asking.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
You.
Hi there.
Hi. So I was wondering, since you guys hang out so much together, if you guys have picked up bad habits from each other.
Yeah, probably a lot.
I don't know. I gotta be honest. I think we've picked up good habits
Yeah.
because Matt's so healthy that I think we eat healthier on the road. He makes me. Anytime we do a long haul flight, we immediately go work out or jog or something. Mm-hmm. And so I think actually it's been oddly, we've all been
I think
hit by the Matt effect.
Matt's probably the best influence of the three of us.
Yeah.
Well, that's debatable because, look, you guys have both driven me to do things I would never do, right? You've driven me on stage to sing, something I'd never felt comfortable with, and you and kind of the directing thing, you guys have lit my fire in those two areas. I would have never, had I not met you and Loud and Swain, ever sang a song with a band, ever. And now I can't wait for tonight, so I can rock your faces. Seriously, and Rich, I watched what he did, the directing, I was super inspired by it. He always rooted me on, said go get it, if you're gonna do something, write what you know, direct what you know, do it, and now look where we are. There's a good chance I'm gonna make a multi-million-dollar movie later this year, right?
So I guess it's a good influence thing, not a bad influence.
Yeah. I've been doing the water thing, not to the extent you did, but just inspired by that,
Right.
drinking more water.
Yeah.
Because you're
It's
doing the
good for you.
water thing,
It's so important. I took on this 30-day, gallon-a-day challenge, which is a nightmare because you pee forever, 30 times a day. But I really felt good. I told Rich, I told Rob when we saw each other in Seattle a couple months back, and whatever, it just feels healthy, It just feels one thing that's just that easy to make your life a little healthier. Just drink water, especially in Vegas.
Listen to Matt.
Water.
He knows what they're talking about.
Hydrate.
All right, you.
Hi, guys.
Bless you.
So, Rob, over the years, we've heard the guys tell a lot of drunk Rob stories, and I want to give you the chance to tell some drunk Rich or drunk Matt stories to us.
I enjoyed the drunk Rob stories better. You know, the thing about those two is they're pretty responsible. What was a good drunk Rich or Matt story?
Oh, there was that time. No, that was you. I'm sorry.
Well, there was that rooftop in Rome. We had a good time. It was me, you, Misha,
that was
Fergus, and I was drunk.
Yeah. Matt's fun because when Matt gets drunk, he's like, let's all be on these bushes. It's that kind of. We're on the top. We're on the rooftop of this.
I go 12. I go back to 11 or 12.
And we're on the rooftop bar, and the bathroom is way downstairs, like 8 floors down. So he was like, "Come on, guys, there are lots of plants around here. Let's do that." So we're like, okay. It's like 3 in the morning, so there's no one. The bar's closed. So we all like roll around peeing in the potted plants, right? I'm so sorry. Like I'm sorry to the country of Italy that we did that. Anyway.
Our apologies.
So as I'm doing it, was it Misha or you? You took a picture.
I do have a picture in my phone.
From far away, he took a picture of me just like hovering over the plant.
No, but you're like this, like over the shoulder, like it's the best decision of your life. You're like.
Then you printed it out.
Yeah.
Printed it out, and then how did you play that out? You said that it was from the security camera caught it.
Right.
Oh my God, that's genius.
Yeah,
That's right. It didn't look like a security camera shot.
Security camera.
It was low light. It was out at night.
Bro,
it was far away.
I just got contacted by the front desk. They've got this. I don't know what we're gonna do. And I of course was like, oh fuck. No way. Why did I? Oh. It was the year you weren't there.
Oh man.
And I was like, oh my God, no, why? Oh jeez. So once again, it winds up on the asshole. But you were funny because you were drunk and it was your.
I like what crazy thing has Matt done when he was drunk? Convinced me to put your name publicly.
And then the fun thing about you when you're drunk is you're like, I'm drunk. I am drunk. I remember when you and Ruth and Misha drove from Vancouver to Seattle for the convention.
Yeah.
And the car was stocked with alcohol. And
yeah, we got in the car. We all
That's
finished
how we do it.
shooting. We got in the car, and the car drove us to the Seattle convention. That was the best way to do it.
yeah, and like 2 hours or 3 hours later with traffic,
My big takeaway from that was
you were like this. I am lit up.
yeah, I was lit up. Misha was lit up.
It's like 8 p.m. by the way.
Ruth was lit up, and I also realized that convention, that moment, that Ruth is a liar.
Yeah.
She's a liar.
Yeah.
Not a fibber, a liar. She's like, oh, I had 2 wee drinks. I'm like, you mean we had drinks too? I think you're flipping your words around because
He's like,
you got a thermos of scotch. Just because you had 2 containers doesn't make that 2 drinks. Because that little minx can put it away too. I don't know if she's got a hollow leg or what's going
She's
on.
Scottish.
But she can drink like a sailor. And she's like, oh no, just not 2 wee drinks. Rachel and Misha, I'm like, yeah, right.
Totally. And she's like walks to the elevator.
She's a liar. Lied right in front of me about me to other people.
Yeah.
Lying.
Yeah, so she was like, oh no, not me, no, never. And he's like, come on, sister. We're both lit up. We're lit up.
Put us on the tree and we're lit up.
I think the thing that I possess that they don't is that, like the thing you like about I have a passion for songs. I have a passion for just having fun. And I don't quite know when to stop sometimes. And that's why I get into trouble. Fun trouble. I never get into fights or anything.
We call it fubble.
Fumble.
Fun trouble. Thank you for your question.
Sometimes we call it dribbling on yourself.
Thank you.
Oh, the drugs, the Rob stories though. One of my favorite, the Comic-Con story. I gotta tell it. It's literally one of my favorites. Sorry, I know, bear with. Rob, we went to Comic-Con, one of the first years he and I were hosting we're emceeing the Supernatural panel. And we were doing press and going hither and yon to do, photos and interviews. And at the end of the day, we were party hopping, and we ended up going to a party. And Rob had been overserved at this point, and he got real upset about something. And he's like, and he just bolted. He took off. And he hear like, can't believe that happened, Rich. Like, what happened? Like, I just can't believe it, Rich. Christ almighty.
Feelings hurt.
Christ almighty. Man of my age. There's no place for this kind of thing. I can't believe it, Rich. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he just F-O'd. He just took off. While I turned around to go, I'm sorry, my buddy's having a night. And it's just like, he's gone. Just a puff of Bugs Bunny smoke where he was. Ow. And I go like, what are you doing? He's like, and then I was like, all right, I guess I went to the doorman. I'm like, did you see shaky guy carrying a bottle of leave this joint? Sure did. Had a real stank on him. I'm like, yeah, that's my buddy. And then he's like, he just took off. I'm like, all right. And then he called me. But 15 minutes later, I don't know where he went. So I go back upstairs. I'm having a ring. Oh, it's Rob. Hey, Rob. I'm lost, Rich. I don't know where I am, Rich. The way they treated me, I had to go, but now I don't know where I am. It's not right. I've been done to. I'm lost. I'm like, all right, Christ. All right, well, just to talk you into getting it. He's like, hail a cab. This is the Uber days. Like, hail a cab. How do I do that? They're driving by, they're not stopping. Is your arm raised? No. Well, they don't know you need them. You gotta raise them. And I'm like, and truly, I'm not, it sounds like I'm exaggerating. I swear to God, it was this. I'm like, well, raise your arm. It's up. To the air, Rich. Oh, they don't call me. I don't know the answer. I'm like, you're not doing that. You're hailing a cab. Cab stops. He's like, the car stopped. Now what? I'm like, lower your hand to the door handle and open it. I'm in the cab, Rich. Christ almighty, what do I say to the man? And tell him you're going to give me the address, Main Street, whatever. And Rob comes, he's like, pull up for the event. I'm like, all right, I go downstairs. I'm like, he's getting out of the cab, he's paying the guy. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what just happened. I'm like, where were you? He was like, I have no idea. I'm like, well, let's get you back to the hotel. And I lead to the cab driver, I'm like, hey, where did you pick this guy up? And he told me where he picked him up, and I realized that Rob was actually at the hotel. He walked to the hotel, panicked, called me, I had to drive away from the hotel, back to the party, so that I can then get in the cab with him and go back to the hotel. Magic.
I remember the next morning finding that receipt for the cab and going, I took a cab last night? Like, that's how out of it I was. Oh, man.
Yo.
First off, I just want to say that you all three are just absolutely just fucking legends, and I'm so happy that you're all in my life.
Thank you.
And so my question's more for kind of Rob, but anyway, I've always been curious ever since Jack was introduced, but what would it be an interaction be like with Chuck and Jack, because you are his grandfather?
I know.
And would you be proud of him?
Yeah, I think so. As long as he keeps his nose straight.
I can help you out a little bit, just so give a little information. Rob doesn't watch the show Supernatural.
That is not
so he's
true.
About to
That is not true.
his way through an answer.
No. I love Alex Calvert, and I think I'd love to have a scene with him, and I'd love to go like fishing.
Yeah.
Maybe we'd go fishing. That's right. Yeah. I just need to make sure he keeps his nose out of trouble. I guess that's sort of the point.
Didn't he
like
go
his
fishing with Dean?
father did. I don't want him to go that route.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to just go fishing. Maybe have some barbecue together. Just barbecue.
Play catch.
Play catch. Yeah, I'd love to have a scene with Alex.
Play catch. Maybe you guys cosplay catch.
Yeah, exactly. We both play David Hayden Jones. And we do that. We both don the suits.
Hey Dad, can we play catch? I'm sure I can, son. Thank you.
Thank you. Sure, son. Go get your
Hi, guys.
Go get your ascot.
Rob, you played God, Rich, you played Gabriel, and Matt, you played Michael.
What the hell?
I was wondering how your family reunion would look like. Michael, Gabriel, and God were to meet again?
Well, look a lot like this right here.
Only without the microphones.
Yeah, it would be an awkward family dinner. But we'd
Just remember that my father was aware that I was in prison for millennia and decided that that was a good plan
Yeah.
and didn't have me released. So
sometimes when children misbehave,
I
they need to go to their room.
That's ironic because Lucifer was allowed to roam free while I had my mouth sewn shut.
Well, first of all, Lucifer left home, and his mother and I just couldn't find him. And you, sir, you have misbehaved time and time again. Sometimes you just need to learn a little lesson. Okay?
Have your mouth sewn
A
shut.
couple billion years with your mouth sewn shut.
That should take the edge off.
And Michael, he was always my good one. Until this year.
I gotta give Michael credit because Michael just hops around. Like, Michael just likes being hot dudes. Hop from hot dude to hot dude. Let's say, should we take one final question?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I'm going to ask you the same question I asked the ladies. I do burlesque and I'm always looking for ideas. So if your characters were to perform in a burlesque show, what song would they do?
What song? What song would your character do in a burlesque show?
Do a burlesque show?
Yakety Sax by Boots Randolph. Right?
I hate to say this again, I've said it before, but maybe it's on some fresh ears. Pretty Fly for a White Guy, The Offspring?
It would be a pretty boring burlesque, but I'd do a hell of a striptease to What If God Were One of Us.
I could just see Robbie. What if God was one of us? Just a slob like one of us. I'm kidding. I'm not making fun of your career choice at all.
Good one. Gentlemen, great one. People, Vegas. That's Matthew Cohen.